Om Shanti. How's everyone doing? Good. So, do you know the topic today? Yes, okay. Overcoming self doubt, yes. And so, what first, if we break the topic, overcoming self doubt. So, what is doubt? It's something opposite of faith or trust, right? And if you say faith, faith is like having a strong belief in some positive aspect. It could be anything positive, right? And a strong belief in that. And so, what is doubt? Is something opposite. There is still a belief, maybe not so strong, but the belief is in some negative aspect. And that's why it's called doubt. And, with doubt, it can be maybe, maybe not. It's not sure. But with faith, faith is very sure, very clear. Hmm? And, but the topic is self doubt. So, what does it mean by self doubt? If someone has self doubt, how would the life of that person be projected as? What would we see in a practical way in that person's life? Confused, yes. They're not sure, yes. What else? Stress, yes. A lot of anxiety, yes. What else? Anyone on Zoom? Definitely unable to take any decisions. What else? And if they do make decisions, what happens then? Yes. And what is the consequence of that act or whatever the task that they do? Poor outcome. Yes, absolutely poor outcome. Because throughout the process, it might be a failure also, right? The outcome doesn't come out to be as expected. What else? Yes. You're giving good answers. So, one is that when someone has doubt on the self, what will happen is there will be a lot of fear and anxiety about the outcome. Because if I doubt, I will say, will this happen? That will happen. What if this happens? So, there's a lot of fear and anxiety involved with doubt. Whereas when someone goes with faith that it's going to be all right, or they might not even think that much, what will that outcome be? Or what will that process be? That process will be very smooth. The person will be very enthusiastic about that task. Okay, let's do this, let's do this. Versus the other person, someone who has doubt, would be like, oh, what if this happened? What if, oh, I don't want to do, make sure, I don't want this. A lot of questions. And the outcome is definitely with doubt is poor outcome or a failure. Whereas when we go with faith, there is more chances of success. Then another thing with when we have doubt is that in other terms, we can say somebody has low confidence versus full confidence. Now, what if there are problems that come in a task? While I'm trying to do, I start a project with some sort of doubt. And on the other hand, I start a project with strong faith. Now, there are problems that come on the way in both the scenarios. How will the person deal with in both the cases? I knew the problem will come. They'll stop at the problem. And with somebody who has faith or one who has full confidence, what will they do? They will be persistent. Yes, very good. And they'll try to find a solution. It would not waive them from going to where they want to go, right? They would overcome that. And also, sometimes when someone has doubt, and if the doubt is very prolonged, what can somebody do? Take an escape route. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. And then say, find multiple different excuses that I don't like that, this is there, because I don't feel comfortable. Doubt is not a comfortable feeling, right? And then, but when someone has confidence, or if I have confidence, then I would not escape it. I would face it, right? So the difference comes in that. And then what happens with the relationship? with others. If I am, any task that is done, most of the times other people are involved in some way or the other. When other people are involved and I do not have doubts about myself, how will I react? How will I come in interaction with others? Yes, but how will my interaction be? Very pleasant. Yes, very pleasant, very true. So the interaction would be pleasant because I am not trying to prove myself. There is already a faith that I could do it or it's doable. So I don't have to prove myself. And no one would be like a hindrance to whatever I'm doing, right? Whereas if somebody has doubt, the opposite would anybody who's criticizing, anybody who's saying something different would come, I would take it as an offense. I would get affected by it very quickly. So my interaction with others also changes when I have faith in myself, right? Or if I have doubts. Then there is a lot of criticism, thoughts of criticism that can come with doubt. So all these are things that would be practically visible in our life if any in any aspect. It doesn't have to be the same aspect for everybody. It could be a different aspect, right, that we could have faced, or we could think, or we might think that, okay, maybe I don't know, I'm not good at that, something like that. We could just pick from anything. Right now, if we go behind it, what is the reason behind self-doubt? Why is it that some people have doubts about themselves in certain areas and not others? Other areas would be fine, but in certain areas of life, they might have doubts. Or, if we think about it, so to make it simple, let's see if we see somebody else, right? And how is that trust broken in that person? If we trust somebody, and how is that trust broken? When we see an action that's different from our principles, from our values, or our expectations, right? When somebody does something different from that, our trust gets broken in that person. And if it applies to me, if I see myself doing something else from what I have very high expectations of myself, if I feel that this is what I should be doing, but my action was different at that time, then what do? If I feel that I should be peaceful, but I got angry, so what would my trust in my own self, in my own peace would be? It would be, questionable, because I would judge myself, oh, I did not behave like that. So how can I be, how can I have that credibility, right? And so that is why it has to have there has to be an experience that I make a focal point, and one can decide from there that this is how it is. This is how the trust is broken. Now, there could be other reasons behind it. One could say there's a lack of experience, right? But if we think about it, one could argue lack of experience is one of the things. I don't have experience in this, and that's why I couldn't do it well. But no one is born as an expert. No one is. Everyone learns through life. Now, if no one is born as an expert, why is it that when a job is, so for something to be started, it's new for everybody. Everybody has to start from somewhere. Even if someone is an expert, they started from A. They did not become a professional just by having that. So if they start, why is it that 10 people reach a different destination? Why is it that? Is it really the lack of experience, or is it really the belief that I start that task with? What is it that makes a difference? Yes, even before starting the task, right? Even before saying that, okay, I really like the example of kids, because when you see children, they don't have a lot of impressions of past failures or how they don't judge themselves. So anything they do it very innocently. They don't say, oh, will I be able to do it or not? They just do it. And if they're not able to do it, they're like, oh, I didn't do it. And they do it again, So it's not like, even if they're not able to get it, it's not like, oh, what happened? It's not a setback, right? So in that sense, there is a lot of enthusiasm for doing a certain thing. Then there's also another thing. The main reason why it becomes a sort of, recurring thought in my mind is because of an attachment of an image of myself, right? Which I don't have it when I'm a child. So as I grow older, what I think is I am good if I am able to do this. So I attach my image to this particular outcome. And it could be in any field. I am good if I am rich. I am good if I am educated. I am good if I have this much score. And the score also might be different in anyone's mind. Right? I am good. So this is this image that everyone creates of themselves. And it's like that bar that we give to ourselves, that only if this bar is there, this image, if I match up to this, then I'm okay. If I don't match up to this, I'm not good. And it is very common at workplace, because at workplace we are already expected to do maybe a certain project, to finish a certain job in certain period of time. And I put myself at that same bar, that if I'm not able to do this, then I'm not capable enough, put it this way, right? So I could do that. Now, we see, like if we see a child, that maybe if a child fails on a test, right? And the parents have really high hopes from a child, right? But this child is not performing good, maybe he is into bad company or whatever it is. Now, one parent loses hope in the child. One parent says, no, I really thought my child was good, but there's no hope. I tried correcting the child and I don't think so. This child is not going to go anywhere. One parent says that. But the other parent says, no, I know my child. It's okay. They have gone to a different path. Doesn't matter. I know my child will go far. So what happens with that faith that one parent keeps? Absolutely. It transforms the child. Maybe not in that particular scene, but eventually it gives a lot of power to that child. It eventually changes and transforms that child, because somebody has kept that strong and positive faith in that child, right? Even one parent can do that. It doesn't even have to be both the parents. So I have to ask myself, am I that parent to myself? When something comes up, what faith do I have? How do I talk to myself? Right? What is there? Now, if I'm not able to get somewhere, right? If I'm not able to reach that image that I created, what will happen? How do I talk to myself? Negative self. Just like that one parent, I lost hope in you, right? And then what else I would say? What is the opposite of love? Hate or dislike, right? So I would start disliking, disrespecting myself because of that particular outcome. How come I was not able to do that, right? And then that becomes the basis for the next action, right? So the next action, even though I haven't started, but I start with this preconception that it is going to be like that, because last time also you did it like that, and so I don't know. There's already a doubt that's created because I attach my feelings or my views based on one outcome, which is really not the truth, right? So that's why, in Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that the innate quality, you probably all know that, right? That of the being, the innate quality is love, right? The innate quality is peace. The innate quality is power. So that is our quality. And whatever happens, that quality as a being, I the being, carry it throughout my life. I have that. So whatever are the resources that life needs, a situation needs, a new task that needs, I already have all the resources to do that within me. I already have it within me. So but I have to believe that, right? If I don't believe, then it's like I have it, but I'm kind of lost. And when I believe, then that when I believe that I am that being, that I am a powerful being, what happens? The outcome or my actions change based on my belief. There used to be, there are some stories that I used to listen to when I was a child, that a devotee would pray to God and worship, and he wanted, like, a lot of things, and then God appears and then says that, what do you want? And then the devotee would say, I want house, I want children, a lot of desires. And then God would say, your wish is granted. And then that one is very happy. But then always the deity or God or any story, if you see, they'll always have a clause. They'll say, but do not do this. But if you put your hand on your head, you will be burnt. But if you do this, all the stories will have some sort of clause, if you see, right? So, but what is this? What is the clause in this? Right? We are told that yes, it's our eternal parent is telling us that we are a powerful being. But what is the clause? Do not forget. Remember that. Right? The clause is, do not forget that I am a powerful being. Now, if I know I'm a powerful being, but I don't feel it right now, I don't feel it. So, what is that journey? How do I take that journey from not feeling it to feeling it, that now I believe that I am that? Yes, one is remembering and believing that, yes, I am that. But what would I have to do?
Create a positive energy.
Create a very positive energy within the self. Yes, I am that. Do not let any sort of negativity affect it. Keep myself safe. And when I have that awareness or that remembrance with a lot of belief that yes, my eternal parent said it. So then there is that belief that comes, even if there is negativity around me, I would not buy that. And sometimes what happens is, then when I don't believe in myself, when I feel like, oh, maybe I don't believe, what will I do? Outside, I would try to do actions that will have a result that will make me believe that I am really good. And what would that be? I might go and please people so that people will tell me that I am good. Right? That will make me believe that, okay, I am good. Maybe I'll go do things that, to get an approval from others. Right? Doing things that are pleasing other people so that I can get that respect. Right? Whereas why I'm looking for that respect? Because that respect that I held for myself, I was not able to hold it. Because of whatever reason, I was not able to respect myself. So now my eternal parent tells me that I am a powerful being. So when I am that, so holding on to that belief, what will happen? You do good things. Even if I do an ordinary action, even if I do a simple action, but with that awareness, with that remembrance, the action will be so pleasant, will be so enjoyable. And the outcome of that would be that by the end of the action, I would be filled with that energy. Right? It's easier to have that awareness when I do a simple task. Whereas if I have a very complicated task where I have to use a lot of intellect, lot of brain, then I'm not going to remember because there's a lot going on. But if it's a simple task, maybe driving, maybe doing the dishes, simple task, if I have the awareness, it increases my belief when I do that with that awareness. Right? And then by slowly and gradually, when I do that, my dependencies finish. My dependencies from I want to do this so I can get. So if I'm looking for respect from everybody, right? That's what everybody wishes for, that people should respect. People should respect me. Then if I'm looking for that, will I be able to get respect from 100% of the people 100% of the time? Is it practically possible? It's not practically possible. So I'm reaching out for something that's practically not possible. I'm starting my journey from outside in, trying to make everybody happy. That will not happen because everybody has their own views. I cannot make everybody happy. So rather, I go with this awareness that I have that I am a powerful being. I am content. I am happy. Whatever I was about to achieve at the end of the task by pleasing people, I already achieved in the beginning and throughout the process. So, my respect for myself, the value for myself increases so much to the point that I'm very automatically able to respect others, automatically give that outside. Because now I'm not needy, right? So, let's see. So, I choose to, if even if there is something that there was a failure, right now it doesn't feel good if it's a failure. Like I see, okay, maybe I made a mistake for the self. Then, but if I see it as a learning point, that I am that, maybe in that moment, I did not know who I was. I did not have the wisdom. I did not have the knowledge. Maybe that was done, okay, because of that, a lack of wisdom. But now I know. I can learn from that. And then when I learn, I get better. Each time I learn, I get to know more. I get better. And so this way I can, now if I want, I'll ask one question, that if I have, everybody wants a friend, right? And in a friend, what do we look for in a friend? Acceptance, yes. What else? We want our friend to accept us, yes. What else?
Love.
Support, yes. Support, especially at the time of need. What else?
Trust.
Trust, yes. A friend has to trust my secrets. That trust should be there. What else? Company, friend should give me company. Friend should be available. Good qualities, friend should have very good qualities, yes. What else? Anyone on Zoom?
Understanding.
Understanding, yes, very good. A friend should be understanding. What else? What else? Helpful? Friend should be helpful. What else? Honest? My friend should be honest, should tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Should tell me, okay, maybe we can do it a different way. What else? Friend can be funny.
Passionate.
Passionate? Yes. What else? That's it. Loyal, yes, very good. So many qualities. Where do we find such a friend? A lot we are expecting from a friend. So if we are expecting that, now out of all the qualities that we just, mentioned, what is that one quality that maybe touches you? Any one quality that touches you as a friend. And pick that quality for yourself. That this is how I want to be with myself when I make a mistake. This is how I want to see myself when when things are not going the right way. When things outside look like, when we have faith in ourselves, even if, and the faith is such a thing, it is like so strong. When the faith is so strong, even if the whole world comes and stands in front of us, the whole world, we don't move. And provided we are on the right, we're on the right side, it doesn't move. And it's not even, there's no worry, we are able to face that. Otherwise, what happens if there's a lack of faith? We want to be in the crowd. We want to be a part of the crowd. We don't want to stand out. Even if we know the crowd is making a mistake, we say, okay, everybody's making it, I can make it too. I don't want to stand alone. Right? But when we have that strong faith that this is right and this is who I am, that trust in the self, nothing matters. There's that courage develops so that we are able to face. That courage comes. Right? So where is that courage? We see so many, it gives leadership qualities. When we see big leaders, they come out when nobody has any hope. Everyone has lost hope. At that time, it's like, okay, that's when a leader comes out and has hope and has that, not only hope, and has that belief and faith that we'll be able to change things. This is outside. First, I have to be that leader within me within me that if things go wrong, I keep that courage, I keep that hope and enthusiasm within me. That I am that being, I have all the resources. And I am that friend. Right? So now we'll start with meditation. And if any questions, we'll take it later. Om Shanti. I, the being in this body, I give life to this body. I visualize a shining star in the center of the forehead. The shining star is me, the being. I, the being, am a being of love. I accept myself as I am. This acceptance brings appreciation for my own self. I value myself. I am a being of love. There might be people or situations trying to shake my faith in myself. But my faith in myself is like a rock. I am a powerful being. I, the being, ask myself, what do I believe in? An outcome is not me. I decide what I want to believe in. And with spiritual wisdom, I know that I am a powerful being. My eternal parent, who loves me the most, who knows me the most, has faith in me, and knows that power is my own quality. This power allows me to overcome any challenge in my life. It allows me to see a challenge as an opportunity to grow. I choose to believe in myself. And this belief and respect allows me to respect everyone around me. I feel full of energy. And this positive energy gives me zeal and enthusiasm to once again start fresh. To keep courage as my companion. And it takes away all the limited desires that I may be attached to. I, the being of light, receive love and power from my eternal parent. And wisdom to choose the right path. And be persistent in my efforts this faith in myself makes my journey enjoyable. It makes me strong. It makes me independent. And free. Free from the limitations that I have put in the past for myself. So, from now on, I choose to remember that I am a powerful being. And this power increases the more I remember. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Any questions? Any questions on Zoom?
No, thank you. I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is my first time here, and the reading or the meditation didn't work for me today because I'm full of emotions which are fogging my mind. Going through some marital issues, and I feel stuck, and I don't have clarity as to what's the next step or what's the decision. So I was hoping I get some clarity as to how do I clean up my mind and my emotions, and overcome self-doubt so I can take the right decision. So is there a way, anything else I can do?
Yes, so it would be if there are a lot of thoughts as to what to do, first, those thoughts would have to be, emptied in the sense to be able to think clearly. So maybe starting to maybe writing those thoughts down in the beginning, and then would, as we write them down, we kind of empty them from the mind. So the mind becomes lighter. As you're saying, it's full of everything. There's a lot of emotions going on. So before anything can go in, maybe taking them out and writing them would be the first step to even think has to be done, so that some clarity can come from there.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And you can listen to there are more sessions, and there is always listening to positive thoughts will always help you guide in the right direction.
Okay, I've been doing that, but it feels like I go in and out. I try to overcome the negativity, but then there are moments that I slip back in. So just trying to stay focused right now. But thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions? Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.